Hello, and welcome to RLS Quick Tips with Remen. This module will discuss how to view your pipeline within the RLS website and how to personalize it and even export it to Excel. First, navigate to the RLS website. Enter your username and your password and click Log On. Once you log into the website, you will automatically be brought to the Loan Files area by default. The Loan Files area is essentially your pipeline view. We can see a number of different subcategories for our loans. Currently, I have active files chosen, and that includes any loan that is currently either in pre-closing or post-closing, but not yet finished. You could check on any loans that are in a pre-closing status, post-closing status, finished, indicating all work has been completed and all draws have been doled out, and canceled files will show you any file that was canceled prior to getting to the closing table. If you're uncertain as to what status your file is in, you could go to All Loan Files. We also have the ability to search for files by loan number, lender name, borrower, property address, etc. And we do have the ability to also personalize these columns to a certain degree. So let's say I wanted to find Susie Family Home, and this was a longer list and I had a difficult time finding that. We could type in the borrower's last name, Family Home, and hit enter. And that will isolate the Susie Family Home loan. If I want to get into that application, you could click anywhere on this row and that will take you into the actual renovation application view. That's covered in a different video. Let's talk more about how you could personalize this area. Currently, we see a number of columns. I could choose to subtract certain columns or add certain columns. And we do so by going over here to the column chooser icon. Hovering over these icons will tell you exactly what they do. This is our column chooser, and I'll click on it. While in the column chooser window, you could make it larger or you could widen it by clicking and dragging. You could subtract certain pieces of information by removing check marks, and you could add information by adding check marks. Whenever you're done, feel free to go and hit the X button to close out. In this case, I'll go ahead and say loan purpose and loan type, and I will X out. So here we see Susie Family Home. We can now see this is a home style file. And if I wanted to export this to Excel for whatever reason, we do have the ability to export to Excel by hovering over the Excel icon that says Export All Data. Now, chances are if you only see one loan, because I have filtered by the borrower's last name, you probably do not want to export that to Excel. This is better if you have a larger pipeline with us and you'd like to keep track of things. Maybe you'd like to see how many renovation loans you've closed over the course of the last year or something similar. Before we export to Excel, let's make sure our view is exactly what we want it to be. I may decide to go with all loan files, and we could even filter by any column that's present. So if we were trying to filter by closing date, first I would have to add that column with the column chooser. I could hop in here and we could find our closing date or our completion date. At that point, we now have a closing date column. However, at this point, I do not have a loan that has any closing dates with us. If you would like to filter by any one of these, click on the gray funnel icon that's present in any given column. If I click on the funnel, it will bring up the ability to filter, but in this case, again, we do not have any closing dates. If we had, it would give me a list of years, and we could expand out those years to further isolate by month. Once I have my view set up the way that I'd like it to be, it should remember my default view every time I log into the system. It's not necessary to do this more than once. And if I'm going to export to Excel, it will export exactly what I am looking at over here. That concludes our module on reviewing your pipeline within the loan file section of RLS. Please check out our other videos on the Remen Wholesale website.